This is the second time I recorded this video because the last time I recorded it, when I played it back, it didn't seem cohesive, so hopefully this one will seem a little bit more cohesive. Now, I don't know whether what I'm going to title the show, whether I'm going to title it something wrong with Onision skating on the edge of what is illegal. I don't know yet. I haven't quite figured that out. Now, some of this stuff is going to be all new, but it's my take on it. So, if you're an Onision fan and you don't want to take anything away from this that doesn't question your loyalty to him, then just go, because you're not going to like the video. If you're an Onision hater, this might give you another view of what's going on in his head. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying several things. First, I am not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I have studied psychiatry and psychology, but I am not trained in those fields. Two, when it comes to legality, I have quite a bit of experience because I have a degree in forensic science and criminology, which means I know what is illegal and I know the social repercussions of skating on the edge of what is legal and what isn't legal because of the criminology side. Also, as you can tell, I am a big lady, and should Onion Boy himself ever see this, he's probably first thing he's going to do is pick on my physical appearance. I've heard it all before, so don't bother. Yes, I'm fat. A small part of it is my own fault. A large part of it isn't. I have multiple medical conditions, and should you want to know what they are, I will leave them above in the iCards. The videos I have done to why I am fat and why I hate being fat. I am in the process of losing weight. I have lost some weight. You guys can't see that because you only usually see me from here upwards. You don't see my big butt or anything like that. My mobility issues have nothing to do with my weight. Even if I was skinny, I would still have the same mobility issues. That's the nature of the main condition I have. That being said, I will continue on with the video. I just wanted to get those out there. Right. First, there's this whole thing about Onision's forum. Now, this is where they're skating on what is legal. It does skate on essentially what is legal, because the pictures you see on those forums are very similar to the type of pictures you take at a beach. Now, where it becomes a grey area, and I have tried to research the laws in Washington State, but they are very unclear, as the law usually is. I know over here, I think it's illegal, but I'm not sure in Washington State. Because Onision is using pictures of people under the age of 18 to make profit, I know in this country you have to have permission of the parent to do so. I don't know how it works in America. I did try and look at the federal law, but that was also unclear. Now, it's also within this, there is the issue of, can people under the age of 18 fully consent to allowing another person to use their pictures to make money? And do they understand the full ramifications? Both of which is no. There have been cases in France, and I think there was a case in America where somebody tried to sue their parents for refusing to take down pictures of them from when they were a child off social media that they didn't consent to have put up. So it's a two-way street, but you've also got to remember the legality of it. Like I said, because I couldn't find the specific laws in Washington State or in the county in which he lives, which is one of three, I can't pinpoint the laws exactly without speaking to the police. Just asking a police officer a hypothetical question is a waste of the time. I'd rather they go out and do the jobs. So it's one of those things that, because a lot of the laws we have in the UK and the laws you guys have in America are very similar, I would imagine there's a similar law. However, I can't be 100% certain, again, because there are differences between the two countries, which is mainly because you guys have the Constitution, we don't. That's a different video entitled, but that's besides the point. Also, this is a point that I thought while I was rewriting my notes for this video. If say one of the children he has, because he doesn't detail how many children he's got, the gender, their ages, which is fine, that's completely up to him. I respect him for doing so. I respect him for not plastering his kids all over the internet. I respect him for not being that type of YouTuber that puts the birth video on YouTube within 24 hours. I do enjoy a good birth video, but, within 24 hours, come on. Give it at least, like 2 or 3 days. Let yourself recover, type thing. But this is one way of putting it. Now, this is not me coming for you, Greg. See it this way. Say you have a daughter, and when she turns 16, there's this YouTuber that does a video series about whether a person's body is in the right proportion or whatever, and your daughter was to submit a photo to that person, would you be okay with that? Nobody's ever asked you that question. Nobody's ever brought that question to your attention. At the end of the day, when you're dealing with people that are potentially under the age of 18, because you are a father, and I am coming at you as a father, as I'm talking to you on a level of you being a father. If somebody was to do that to your little girl, would you like it? Say it happened when they were 10 or when they were 12 or when they were 14 or when they were 16. Doesn't matter the age. Would you like it? And if the answer is yes, then fair enough. But I seriously question that it will be yes. You call your foreign body positivity when you tear them down. You call out people for having acne when you yourself have acne. Now, this is me, no makeup. I'm coming at you completely fresh-faced. I could, 1 second. Right. This is no makeup. Sorry, just readjust the movies. Watch. Nothing. One is, I'm not very good at makeup. And 2 is that I don't see the point in wearing a huge amount of makeup. My skin isn't that bad. I do have a few spots, but I have decent skin colour. I don't have redness or rosacea. I'm olive skinned, so I just need to look at the sun and I go brown. So I am lucky in that sense. Now, I know people with acne. Lots of people say, oh, it's your diet, or it's this, or it's that, or it's the other. No, not always. There are sometimes it's hormonal. And when it's hormonal acne, or when it's just cystic acne, then it has very little to do with what you eat. Also, it is how often you do certain things, and I know that there are some YouTubers that have acne, and they know how to deal with it, and you have to get the right treatment because everybody's acne is different, which you should know that because you yourself have acne. So, okay, now we're going to get on to things that are commonly known. But again, they show your lack of compassion in a lot of regards, which is also what the whole skating on the edge of legality with your forum shows, your lack of compassion. Now, you've released videos showing one of your exes going through a medical crisis when she couldn't remember who she was, who you were, or anything. She couldn't remember she was vegan or vegetarian, whichever. And you recorded her having night terrors. You recorded Charlotte being the person that I've just talked about, as well as police, despite being asked not to. Now, I understand that you legally have the right to record police. And eventually Charlotte said, fine, I don't mind if you record this, just as long as you get it on record. Fine. She eventually said yes, but initially she said, put the camera away, put the camera away, put the camera away. I will leave these videos up above, just so you can have a look at them. This just shows the fact that you don't seem to have compassion for somebody that isn't yourself. You reportedly cared for that woman once, and you treat her with such disdain for what reason? You have released intimate, medical and personal information on Billy, and you have done it with your ex-wife, and you did it with Cheryl. Now, I might not be pronouncing that right, and I apologise for that, but at the end of the day, you don't have a switch in your brain which tells you, maybe I shouldn't do that, maybe I shouldn't do that type of thing, which you really need to evaluate, because people need that switch, and you don't know. It's like you don't know what is socially acceptable and unacceptable. And that's where my brain sort of leaning towards. So, right, in this bit, I might get a bit more hair for this than I would the rest of the video, but I'm kind of sort of in the middle on this one. Yes, Joy Sparkle BS has gone a bit too far with over 40 videos but you being disrespectful to her isn't right. Neither is threatening to sue her. Threatening to sue someone isn't something that should be said or taken lightly. Now, when this whole thing kicked off, I took one look at the letter, and I said, well, he's either got that as a template, or somebody that's written it for him, because there was nothing official about it. If that was official, it would look a hell of a lot different. I've seen court records. I understand court records. Granted, it's British court records, but there isn't much difference, because the court records I've seen come out of America are very similar. They've got the official seal, they've got all of the headings and everything. And come on, easy on. Come on, Greg. You belittle people's physical appearance. You've called other YouTubers fat, which you'll probably call me. You pick up on people's physical appearance before you do anything else. In your forum again, you turn around to people and say, oh, you need to lose weight, or it's like, at the end of the day, whether they need to lose or put on weight is little to do with you. Your perfect body type isn't everybody's. Your perfect body image isn't everybody's. Not everybody has the physical ability to be as lean as you. I'll use myself as an example on this, right? Family history. On both my mum and my biological father's side, I have obese people. My paternal grandmother was nearly 40 stone when she died. My maternal grandfather was rather large. So there's those two. I have a disability that means working out is downright dangerous, because my body will literally dislocate every single joint if I do. I have an underactive thyroid, and I have a crap digestive system. A lot of the issues with my digestive system isn't my fault. The issues are because of the major condition I have, which is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's not very nice, trust me. You demanded a debate with Joy on a known platform that's known to have issues. Now, if you were to, right, got a perfect solution for you. Next time you want to do a debate and you want a moderator, let me know. All we need is Google Hangouts. I've got the streaming software. I've got the Wi-Fi. What's the issue? YouNow is known to glitch. YouNow is one of the most glitchiest streaming sites I've ever used. And I use Twitch and I use YouTube for streaming. Directly before filming this video, I was streaming on Twitch. And the issues that I have on Twitch are due to my computer, not anything else. Before you go in about my camera, I'm using my webcam because I don't have the money to buy a decent camera, but I still have things that I want to say, so I'm going to say them using my webcam. End of. You insert yourself into conversations that have nothing to do with you. There's the whole Sarah and Edwin conversation you interjected yourself into. Shane Dawson's weight gain. Jocelyn Glenn's boob job. Eugenia Cooney's weight. Those have got nothing to do with you. You are no longer friends with either Jacqueline Glenn or Eugenia Cooney. So why do you think you have the right to question them or tell them you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do that? At the end of the day, if Jacqueline wants a boob job, let her get a boob job. She's already got it, she looks good. If she'd gone to the size of these buggers, then yes, she'd look a bit daft, but she hasn't. Her boob size is like here on mine. You see? See the difference? The boobs she's got help her look in proportion. It's like bodybuilders that because they have very little body fat, they usually get boob implants because most of women's boobs is fat. So when you're a bodybuilder, this is something I experienced when I was a bodybuilder, you lose your fat in your boobs. I experienced the exact same thing when I used to weightlift. Right. This one aggravates the out of me. You've said on multiple occasions you've nearly killed yourself. Once while you were in the Air Force and just before you started your YouTube channel. But in some cases of suicide that are publicised, you seem to lack understanding of why they do it. As somebody who nearly killed themselves once, it's not always cut and dry. It's not always a way of meanings and gaining attention. It's usually a way to end pain, and not necessarily a pain that you can see. Learn a bit of compassion. This is one that really aggravates me. You call self-harm as a form of attention seeking, when the majority of people that self-harm hide the fact that they self-harm. Now, if they sat in front of a room full of people and self-harm, then yeah, it'd be attention seeking. But what they usually do is they do it in the darkness of their own room, their own bathroom. They have bandages, plasters. You know, I know you guys use iodine and stuff like that, but over here we use things like TCP and Dettol. to prevent infections, and they have a process of which they go through. I'm not saying some cases of self-harm aren't attention seeking, because they are, but 9 times out of 10 people that self-harm do so in secret. They do so hidden from everybody, and they do so for a reason. And for you to judge them as attention seeking people, you're the one that seems to have wanted more attention than anybody else I've ever come across. Hi guys, just to give you a heads up, this is the end of part 1. I'm going to edit part 2 and get that uploaded as well. So, hope you've enjoyed this. Please let me know down below if there's anybody else you want me to cover. Look out for part 2. Stay safe, have fun. I'll see you later, and goodbye.